Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Code Comic Show, episode number 15. I'm Hood, and this is my boy Space. How you doing, Space?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing today?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Had a good Merry Christmas. Ate too much food. Now I'm trying to work it off, man.
Yeah, trying to slim back down. I feel the same way.
Yeah, man. My face feels like it's getting like plumped. So.
Oh, I know. That in my stomach.
I know, right, bro? Everything, man.
Yep.
But thank you for tuning in to the Code Comic Show. This is a show where me and Space collaborate with GoCollect when they're top 100, and we look at books that went from top to not, and maybe some books you forgot about in your comic freezer behind all that code stuff, that code apple pie, that leftover turkey, that leftover, mac and cheese,
ham. Yep. Yeah.
And yeah, all that stuff you forgot about, and but basically. We try to find you deals in a world full of comic deals, right, bro?
Yep. Yeah. I gotta find the goodies buried amongst all the other goodies.
Yeah, and we want to say a happy New Year, everybody. This is it's the same as Christmas. We're launching this a couple of days before New Year's, the Saturday before New Year's. Just make sure you call Uber on New Year's, please. Call Uber. Yeah. You don't have to drive anywhere. I mean, there's no excuse, man. There's no excuse for that stuff.
Not anymore. Right? Just be safe, man. There's too many people that care about everyone out there. So too many people love you. Just call an Uber, call a friend. Just be safe. That's it.
Yeah, be safe, man. You have your phone. You Uber somebody, and then you can drive Uber there and Uber back, and everybody's going to be safe, man. Yep. But on New Year's, bro, we know it's going to be 2024. It's going to be a whole new year. And, it doesn't matter what year it is, bro. How do we keep it?
Man, it doesn't matter what year, like you said, and it doesn't even matter what day. All we do, we just keep it cool, baby.
Every day.
Every day. All right, everyone. First book up on the list today is Amazing Spider. This gem right here. There's my hands. Amazing Spider-Man, number 121. This is obviously a giant key book in the world of Marvel, of all comics. But especially of Spider-Man, because this is the death of Gwen Stacy. This book was published in June of 1973. And this is kind of like, the cover of this book is, amongst collectors, is kind of like debated. I think a lot of people go from not liking how the cover of this book looks to actually liking it. Because that's what I did. I did not like how this book looked when I first saw it.
Yeah, and no, actually Spider-Man's butt, bro.
Yeah, exactly. His butt's front and center, but I like now that not his butt, but all the portraits of everyone important in his life kind of around him, and I like the webs, how it goes off the yellow in the background. But I used to not like it, but now I actually really like this book. But this book,
and the yellow too. The yellow doesn't make it pretty.
No, it doesn't. A lot of people don't like yellow covers. Shout out to Comic Book Crackhead. I know he likes yellow covers. This is his book. I'm sure he's got 15 copies of this stashed away somewhere in his crazy collection. But this book is down 12 spots to number 59 from number 47 on GoCollect's top 100 list. And it's kind of sad to see this book fall, but at least it's still in the top 100, right? This is a big key book that everyone hunts for and everyone kind of wants, especially if you're a Spider-Man fan. You're always kind of looking for a good deal on this book because it's such a key, important issue. But yeah, let's check out what the census says for Amazing Spider-Man 121. All right, as you can see right there on the screen, death of Gwen Stacy on this one. A bunch of big names worked on this book. David Hunt, John Romita, Gil Kane, Artie Simek, and drawn by the great John Romita Sr. and Gil Kane. June 10th, 1973.
Legends there, huh?
Yeah, exactly. This time frame has no shortage of all the goats on the Spider-Man run. Anyone from this time period, you're gonna get the top people working on this book. You can see June 10th, 1973 was the publication date of this book, and it was a whole 20 cents when it came out. Universal copies of this book, there's 6,950 graded total on the census. Signatures got 795. That label of death, as Hood likes to call it, 127, and qualified 30 with one conserved copy on the census. 9.8s, there's 82 of these on the census in a 9.8, which is kind of surprising to me. I'd expect there to be less than 50 because that
it's fairly high, huh, for something at this caliber.
Yeah. For such an important book that, and this is like what early Bronze Age, right? This kind of at the tail end of the Silver Age. But this is a very in-demand book, and to have 98 of them out there is kind of impressive. I thought there'd only be like about 50 of them or so, maybe even 40. But 82, not 98, excuse me, 82 on the census with 54 sales. So this book is moving. Your FMV is $57.50. That's $5,750, not $57.50. I should preface. Your 1 year moving average on this book is just under 6,500, and your 90-day is about 5,500. But with no 30-day on the 9.8s. 9.6s, you have 218 on the census, the 114 sales. So in all grades, in all those upper grades, this book is moving. And that I think that the reason this book is kind of getting a little bit cold right now is because there was a lot of speculation about those Spider-Girls, Spider-Women movie pre Madam Web trailer release. And they thought, oh, you know what? Maybe we're going to have a Gwen Stacy Spider-Gwen or Spider-Girl Gwen Stacy show up into the mix. And when they release the trailer, you can't see anyone that remotely kind of resembles Gwen Stacy, at least in that one. So I think that's kind of why it's cooled off a little bit. But it was moving, as the numbers show you right here. FMV on that 9.6 is $1,850. Your 1 year average is just over $2,000. Your 90-day moving average is $1,708, and your 30-day is $1,689. So there's definitely, if you had the money to spend and you're looking, maybe Gwen Stacy's your character, you can get this book at a deal right now, especially in those higher grades, which is very difficult kind of to come by, especially for a book that's of this age. 9.4, there's 403 on the census with 216 sales. Your FMV is about $1,400. Your 1 year is just about $100 lower than that. Your 90-day is about $200 lower than that, and your 30-day is about $100 lower than that. So you're looking right around that $1,300, $1,200, $1,400 mark. You can get yourself a nice high-grade copy of this book. The most plentiful on the census is at 8.5 with 741 copies and 306 sales, and your FMV is hovering right around $650 for that, and that's a pretty good deal. An 8.5 in this book is a very respectable grade. Anything over, I think, in this book from that age, anything over a 7.5 kind of makes people stop for a second and take a second look.
Yep.
So I think this is I think that's kind of right around where your sweet spot's going to be. Anywhere from 7.5 to 8.5. And of course, if you can afford those higher grades, go for it. If that's your jam. But if not, right around there is probably the good spot to look on that one. But let's check out. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see what eBay's doing with this book right now. All right, over on eBay, you can see the day after Christmas, a 6.0 sold for $334.99, best offer accepted. So that probably had, they're looking around $300, maybe $305, somewhere around there. That's probably what that went for. Same day, a 9.4, considerably higher grade, went for $14.99. So that's pretty awesome right there. That's kind of what hovering a little higher, but hovering around what the FMV is for that book. So maybe just somebody got a little, they had to have it and they didn't want to wait. They want to wait for another copy to show up. On the 23rd, 7.0 went for $400, and also on the 23rd, an 8.0 went for just under, I'd say probably $550 with shipping, $560 with shipping, right around there. So there's definitely deals to be had on eBay with slab copies of this book. But if you check out the raws on the other side of the screen, they're still commanding a pretty penny.
It does. Yeah, when I was looking at that, bro, I was like, wow, it's still still costs them.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the day after Christmas, it says high grade key. Doesn't really give you an estimated grade on it, but $450 with free shipping for a raw book. That's nothing to sneeze at, especially one that you don't see holding in your hands in front of you, like at a show or at a LCS or something like that. It's a pretty penny to pay. You're just crossing your fingers and praying, I guess.
I mean, it was interesting to see how many books sold on Christmas Day. And I was looking I was like, wow, man, people are shopping eBay on Christmas, huh?
I kind of thought this. I was like, maybe people were pushing eBay gift cards this year and handing out eBay gift cards, because I thought the same thing. I stopped for about 15 minutes on Christmas and went and checked out a bunch of just big key books like ASM 300, Giant Size X-Men, and the same thing. The books are selling. You're just like surprised that many books are going, you know, on Christmas. But I mean, I guess it's, you know, you have downtime. They're home hanging out, sitting on the couch after eating all that food, and they're like, what can I get for myself? Or who did I forget to buy a present for? So another issue sold on Christmas, 4550 Off-White Pages. Best offer accepted, $275. They probably that's a pretty good deal, I think, for that book and that price.
Look at all the prices. That's the best deal, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Another one on Christmas sold very fine, plus 8.5 on one bid for $324.79. Very specific. And but they, you know, that's, if it is close to an 8.5, that's a pretty good deal too, because your 8.5 in that price is, you know, close to double in that money if you slabbed it. And the last one on the screen there sold on the 25th for $409.04 with 28 bids. So very fine plus again as well. So right around the 8.0, 8.5 grading range there. But you know, that's surprising. They're still going for a pretty good amount of money for a raw copy of this book.
All right, friends. So let's. Are you ready for this, bro? You ready to do this?
I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's give it away.
Yeah. So we put all the names that you know, the comments, and answered some questions that we asked you guys from the last 3 episodes, and we're gonna do a giveaway for one of these. Let me make myself a little bit bigger. These are the comic capsules from the comic capsule team. Pretty awesome. You can see one of my books are in these as well. I showed these a couple times, but let's get to it, bro. Let's get to it, man. Let's give this book away, man, because the folks have been waiting for a month. So let's see who's gonna win it. So good luck to everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And all you have to do is send me a link. I mean, not a link, but send me your information either here or DM me on Instagram. And check out the guys right here at comiccapsule.com. That's their website. I want to thank all the guys from over there for doing this giveaway for you guys, and
super cool.
For everybody out there in Comic Land and YouTube Land, and we appreciate it. So let's do this. Comic Land, man. So let's hit it. Ready, man? You count it down, bro.
Do it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, everybody.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Oh,
Comics and Culture. Bro. He won last time. He said, "Oh, you got to give it to someone else."
So we got to give it to someone else, man. We love you, bro.
We love you.
We're keeping it real. We're keeping it real, man.
Hey, there it is. There, spin it again, I guess, right?
We're not even gonna edit it. We're not even gonna edit it, man. But look, man, he won it last time. But
I know, man. He's lucky dude.
All right, let's do it again. Let's do it one more time.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. See. Who's it gonna be?
Comics and Culture, bro. Like, he's just winning everything.
I know, right? Jeez. All right.
Skill 457. The guy that you remember him? The guy that says that we say.
Yeah, the ones that we say too much.
But Skill 4547. Send me your information, and I'll get that over to the guys at comiccapsule.com and get you your prize, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you for leaving a comment, and we appreciate it,
Yeah, congratulations, you know.
All right, friends. So the next book for the last co-comic show of the year is a classic. Classic for all you 80s kids, for all you Gen Z and Gen X kids. You know who you are, man. That would include me in space.
Say it loud. Say it loud.
I know, right? Like, yeah, we're making up there in years, and this one is like this is like a 40-year-old book, I think, man.
Isn't that weird to think of? I feel like this, in my head, this is a 10-year-old book or a 15-year-old book.
It's a 40. I mean, it's vintage, right? Like, when is something vintage? After 20, I don't know.
25 years, I think. 25 years.
It's vintage. Dude.
Yeah, just like us.
I know, right? We're all vintage. So we're looking at G.I. Joe issue number 1. And I always thought it was the real American hero, but it's a real American hero.
Yeah, a real American hero.
G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
Oh yeah, no.
I always thought it was the real American hero. I always thought.
No. Yeah. You know what? I didn't even pay attention to it that much. I was too busy like playing with the figures and breaking.
Bro, but we still remember the song, man. You know,
totally.
Yeah, because didn't Hulk Hogan used to run out to this? I don't even remember, man.
No, he had his own theme song that was kind of like it though. I remember what you're talking about.
American.
Yeah,
it's something like that, right?
I am a real American.
I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man.
Yeah, that was it.
What's right, remember?
And every man. Yeah, totally. Yeah, dude.
And what you gonna do, Andre, in Pontiac, Michigan, when Hulkamania destroys you?
He is indeed absolutely livid, going against the man that one time he looked up to and respected.
But this was issued on May 31st, 1982. So it's actually 24 years. It's going to be 44 years old.
44,
42
years.
42 years old.
Wait.
Yeah.
2. You're right. Yep.
42 years old. So this one is right now, but number 69 is down 28 spots from number 41. This was written by the great Larry Hama, an actual Vietnam veteran. I heard he was supposed to do like Nick Fury, and then he picked to do this one. You know, like he was like, I like this one better. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Because I think that he was like, I can create more stories and expand it more. Because Nick Fury was just kind of like, I got a couple guys with me, and he's just an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., so he can do a little bit more with it.
Yeah. So I'm glad he did it, man, because it's a classic now. You know, and the art was done by the great Herb Trimp. Also known for all his Hulk art, including 180, 181, and all that the good stuff, man.
Yep.
Like, so he done all the classic like Bronze Age books, and then he stepped up and did this modern age book. We call this modern age, I mean Copper Age.
I mean Copper. It would still be classified as modern, but Copper.
Yeah, sure. Copper. And there's a lot of first appearances in here. So there's the first appearance of Snake Eye. There's the first appearance of Scarlet, the intel officer. There's the first appearance of Grunt, infantry trooper, Breaker, Rock and Roll, Stalker, Zap, Short, Fuse. Check out these names: Clutch, Laser, Stealer, Hawk. Remember Hawk, bro?
Dude. Yeah.
Grand Slam, and then we have the first appearance of the team. Of the Cobra. Then we have Cobra Commander and the Baroness. Baroness is hot, bro. I just gotta say, man.
Everyone had a crush on. Baroness when they were a kid.
It's like the White Queen, right? Everybody has a crush. Like Baroness, White Queen. But this is and you won't find the first appearance of Duke here. Nope. The real American hero. Like the man. He comes out in issue number 22 with Roadblock, and I love Roadblock, man. Roadblock was one of my favorites.
Yep.
But this book got hot because of the stuff they're doing over at Skybound. The Energon universe that they're creating with the Transformers and everything. You can actually check out my. You can actually check out my interview. Not my interview, but my press conference with all of them at New York Comic Con that I attended, and I asked a couple of questions of. So check that out right up there. It's gonna appear. You can click on that link. A lot of good guys there from the Skybound crew. including Robert Kirkman, and all the writers and artists for the Energon stuff. But let's check out and see what this book is doing over there on GoCollect and CGC. All right, friends. So here we go with G.I. Joe #1, a Real American Hero. Why would it be A? There's a lot of them. Does that count as like as multiples or?
Well, I think I think it's more based on the term of like G.I. Joe, right? Because it's like supposed to be like every person who's enlisted, right? A Joe is like I think that's I think I mean I might be wrong. Let us know in the comments. Am I wrong? I don't know. I have no clue.
So the universal copies, we have 6,474 graded. We have 659 of those signed, and 15 got the label of death, qualified 133. 9.9, we have 3 on the census, and 1 sold back in 2017 for $2,157. A 9.8, there's only 919 of these on the census. 455 sales. FMV on that is 950. But I'm looking at the 30-day moving average, and that is 817. So, kind of interesting, right?
Yeah, that is interesting. That price difference right there. That's a little, not what I was expecting.
Could be going for less than 817.
Yeah,
so and 9.6s, we have 1,364 of those on the census, 601 sales. FMB is 375, and the 30-day moving average is 368. So that's staying steady.
Yeah,
the 9.6s. The 9.4s, there's about 1,185 on the census. FMB is only $25 less than the 9.6 at 350, but the 30-day average is 245.
Yeah, that's a bigger difference right there. So that's, I mean, if you were looking to go that route, I bet you could get that, $200.
Yeah, but look at the 9.2. It's the same price as the 9.4, and $184 on the 30-day moving average. 9.0s are $173, 1 year moving average. But the FMV on S is 350. Wow. They're all 350. I think
I know, right? What's happening right there? If you look farther down, it's 350 down to 6.5.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a little typo. I don't know.
That's a little typo there. Yeah. So I think you should pay attention to the at least the 30-day moving average on everything 9.4 and below. So I mean, I'm looking at it, and it looks like the 9.4s are staying steady. With the 1 year and the 30-day. The 1 year on the 9.2s, everything. I don't know, man. Without the FMV, I don't know what to pick. So,
yeah. That's odd that it showed up like that. They're usually a little bit more. Maybe they just didn't update this page or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, what would you shoot for on this one?
I mean, personally, if the price difference from a 9.4 to a 9.6 is only $25, I would go for the 9.6 if I was really holding out for that. Definitely. And obviously, with the 30-day being below those, I mean, you could probably, I think you get a 9.6 for probably closer to $300 or even right at $100. That would be the ticket, I think.
Yeah, because we're kind of moving out of the comic book, I would say, like buyer's market, because Christmas and into January, books start getting a little bit more. The prices start going up. So
definitely.
I would say if you're gonna try and buy these, try to buy it before the new year, or try to buy it before mid-January, because prices start going up because cons start up and everybody gets all excited, fresh new year, and prices start going up. So 9.6 is what me and Space are kind of looking at right now with the stats. I can't really trust the stats from 9.4 to 6.5 because I don't see the FMV, but we can see it for the 9.6. So
Yeah, that seems to be the right spot to get in on this one right now.
All right, friends. So we're going to see a clearer picture of what the prices are, because these are the most recent sales on the slabs and the raws for G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero. I see. I got a Real American Hero.
Yep.
G.I. Joe. How's the second part?
G.I. Joe is there.
G.I. Joe is there. Yeah, man. I remember that. Those commercials, bro, and the cartoons, man, all the time.
Dude, they hit like listen to us. We can still sing the theme song, and we're 30 years later.
It's just locked in our brain, man.
Yeah,
it's just locked in our brain. It's crazy.
Exactly.
So December on New Year's Eve, a 9.4 newsstand. Looks like it's signed. I don't know who it's signed by. It doesn't say who it's signed. Probably Hama, I would guess.
Most likely.
I would guess it was Hama. Went for 420 best offer. I would say like what 400.
Yeah, that's probably pretty 400, 380 is in that price range, I would imagine.
Yeah, pretty decent price. You see a 9.2 went for a 289 with about $20 shipping on December 21st. Not bad.
No.
So we're seeing that. So if we say like what a 9.2 is $300.
Yeah.
9.4. Oh, look at this guy. He got a good deal on that 9.4.
That is a really good deal. Best offer accepted for sure.
Better deal than the guy above him.
Yeah.
9.4 white pages and everything, probably for $200. So
yeah.
Good job.
Good on him.
Yeah, but that's the perfect time to buy him is like 5 days before Christmas because everybody's just like, I'll take the deal. Right?
Yeah, they want it gone, right? So they're just
want it gone. Yeah. They need the money. So I mean, we're saying, guys, next year for all you new collectors, start. That's when you want to buy your books is between December 15th and December 25 because everybody is just taking deals. Yep. And you can see right here, 3 out of 4 of these went for deals. So 9.4, and I mean, I'd be interested to see this in the summer. We'll see in the summer if our theory is right and people are just not taking deals and we're just buying straight up, right? So
that'd be that's a good check. We should check back on this book in 6 months and kind of see.
December 20th, the 9.4 went for best offer, better than 275. I'll call 250 on that. Yeah. It looks like I would say the 9.4s. What did you say? Let's say 240 would be the FMV with what we're seeing.
I think that's pretty accurate. 230, 240, somewhere around there, most likely.
Yeah. So and then we got here for the and what surprised me is like the prices on these. Like it's still kind of holding pretty good for these raw books.
That seems high.
Yeah, but these were like recently sold during the time the buyer market. Yeah. Like the ultimate buyer market between the 15th and the 25th of December.
Yeah.
So $162 on December 26th, a VF. $162 again. Totally different book because the labels are different. But this is a newsstand for $162. Then we have a newsstand variant, $140. And then we have on December 18th, $174 for another newsstand, a near mint gem. So I would say like $160, $165 for a newsstand.
I think that's a good average. Yeah, 160-ish, somewhere right around there. But that is surprising that it's going for that much money still.
Yeah, but it's nothing sold on. I mean, no raw sold on Christmas, and nothing sold on Christmas for the the slabbed ones. But for that Gwen Stacy, man, there were sales all over the place on Christmas.
Yeah, like four,
I call it the Gwen Stacy book.
There you go.
I call it the Gwen Stacy book, the 121. ASM 121. Yeah. Gwen Stacy book. So it's crazy. People really want that Gwen Stacy. That book will probably hit the top. I would say it would hit like a couple of top 20s with all the sales that went down.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. I think it's one of those books people kind of forgot about for a little while, and it's gonna you'll see it start creeping back up.
Yep. But yeah, there you go, man. A real American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
All right, everyone. Next book on the list is going to be ASM Amazing Spider-Man number 210. And if you don't know what this one is, or you haven't checked out any previews of upcoming Marvel universe related movies lately, this was the hot book to have probably about a month and a half ago. Right around there, month and a half ago. This is the first appearance of Madam Web, and that's what this new movie that's going to be coming out that we saw the teaser trailers for is based on. It's based on Madam Web, and she's a Spider-Verse character, and she can see futures and fortunes and whatever she can. I don't know. She's like a spider psychic. I don't know. That's the best way to describe her.
That's the best way to put it, man.
Yeah, spider psychic. But this book, came out. This is a Copper Age book as well, published in November of 1980, and it's her first appearance. And this book has fluctuated quite a bit in the last year year and a half or so since they announced they were going to make a Madam Web movie. It's gone up and down and up and down. It's been on a big roller coaster
for like a couple years already, right?
Yeah. And yeah. I think you're right. Like probably 2 years.
Yeah.
It's been up and down quite a bit. But you know, if you had a copy and this book forever, right, this was in $2 boxes forever. This was just like a whatever book. And then everyone went Madam Web.
Yeah. I got to say Tebow's the one that kind of broke this down from Lords of the Long Box. He's, you know, his guy like 4 or 5 years ago. Like he's the one who kind of, I don't, maybe 4 years ago, man, I don't know, bro, but I know Tebow was the one that had the scoop on this one. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And that's why this book kind of shot up, you know, then.
Yeah. Initially that's good. That's good. Someone had that foresight, you know, I don't think I saw that episode, but that, you know, that's good because it's like, it kind of plays into everything. It plays into the Spider-Verse really well. And with the success of all the Spider-Verse movies and all the other, you know, spider characters that people have created and people are getting hyped for, this kind of fits right in there. But this book, you know, was it number 31 and it fell, excuse me, 48 spots. So nearly half the list fell 48 spots, number 79. So it's taken a little bit of a nosedive, but I expect to fully see this book
come back,
creep back up again when we get closer to that Madam Web movie coming out. It's supposed to be early next year, I think.
I think it's gonna fall off though, man. I think it'll fall off like I think next month.
Yeah. I think so too. And then you'll see it creep right before the movie, and then it'll just be like whatever after that. But
I don't know, man. Would you buy this on the movie hype? I wouldn't, man, because that movie looks.
I would not.
I wouldn't, man. I caution this one.
Put up your yellow flag on this book. Be wary of getting this book for, I would say, over, you know, raw over $30. Unless you know, well, I mean, we'll see when we look at the raws on eBay.
And it's a Sony verse too, and the Sony verse never follows up, bro. You know,
yeah, they're not. People are not really as hyped for this movie. I mean, I thought the trailer looked kind of like fun and different.
Yeah,
but it's hard. You can't judge the movies on the trailer alone, right? So it might turn out to be just a polished turd, and we don't know. But it might turn out to
polished turd, right?
It might turn out to be something great, you know, like who knows? But like Hood said, a little bit of caution on this book for investing real super heavily in it or spending a lot on a really nice copy, because they're out there. This book is heavily printed, so we'll be able to check once we get into CGC here in a minute, and then the eBays, and you can kind of see what's going on with this book and how it's moving. Okay, as you can see right there, publication date November 10th, 1980. Cover price was a whopping $2. On the census here, Universal, we got 3,317 graded. Signature Series 203, restored 6, qualified 2. 9/8 on the census with only 214. That's kind of surprising that small amount of these. Yeah, especially with how long we've known about this. It's very surprising that there's only that small number of these on the census. But as you can see, well over half of that number in sales, 160 sales. You got an FMV of 825, 1 year average of 874, a 90-day of 867, and a 30-day of 763. So, you know, if you're really looking for a 9/8 in this book, don't bite on that first fish that's thrown in front of you. Hold out and see if you can make some offers, because it looks like you'd be able to get it cheaper than the FMV. Your 9/6 on the census, 529, 302 sales. So this book is moving in that grade as well, with your FMV of 300, well below half of what a 9/8 FMV is. So that goes to show you out there, you know, if you're not a stickler for your 9/8, you can get a great deal on a high grade copy of this book. 1 year is 274, 90 days 277, and your 30 days 302. Your 9/4 has the most collectively on the census, with 564 copies at a 9/4, sales of 239 sold. Your FMV is 250. Your 1 year is 182, and your 90 day is 172, and your 30 day is 157. So that's a 9.4. That's a great deal. You
I think that's right there, bro.
Yeah, right around that 30 day. That's a fantastic deal for this book. And a 9.4 is considered near mint minus. So that would be my ticket if I was really looking for this book in a high grade.
I bet you will see a 9.4 in there for like that sold for 125. What do you think?
Oh yeah. I think so. I'd roll that. I'd roll those dice and see probably right around there 115, 125.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not bad for a book.
No, that's not at all for a book that's this coveted as of lately for sure.
Yeah,
that's a good.
It's a nice cover too, man. Romita Jr. actually did a really good cover. It's one of his best ones.
Yeah, it looks cool. I love the I love how Madam Web is situated in it. Like everything is made to look on the cover like a web. Like even her kind of chair, even her like legs look like part of like what the web could be. So I thought
it's
it was
so
cool.
Star Wars influence though. Come on, man.
We know for sure. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
it's homage, bro. It's right when it happened. Like was it Return of the Jedi? So
yeah, right around there, 1980. Dude, this is Madam Palpatine.
Bro, it's like so yeah.
Okay, so looks like on the 26th, we got a CGC 7.0 went for $61 on 24 bids. So, I know it's a considerably lower number, but only got up to $61. That's kind of surprising. So
on bids.
On that many bids, people must have been bidding 50 cents a bid or something.
We caught it though, right? Last show is like, if you want to buy something, bid on it. Don't
bid.
Don't buy outright.
Bid. Yeah. Don't buy outright. Bid or make those offers.
Offers. Yeah.
No one wants to be lowballed as a seller, but if you make something that's fair and considerate, a lot of people will accept it. So it shows you right there. A 9.2 went for $164.99. So. Kind of surprising. I'm surprised it went that high, but a 9, and right below it, a 9.4 went for 183 on 30 bids, plus an astronomical $40 from shipping from the United Kingdom. But hey, everyone they want the book when they want it, so you can't really argue with it there. An 8.5 went for best offer accepted. A 175, they probably got it for 150, 140, somewhere in that price range. But then you look over at the other side of things, and the raw prices are kind of all over the place. Looks like this person is selling one that's high grade in quotes, right? Get out your looking glass so you can kind of see. But $86 on 21 bids. That's pretty. It must have been really high grade and really good looking for a raw copy of that book to go for that much money. Looks like one more right below it went on the same day, the 26th, for $37 on 21 bids.
Yeah, don't leave a key in the front because that's bad luck now. I see $37. I was like, no, don't leave a key.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know you want to appeal to don't put the key emoji. If you want to put a key in there, type out the word key. I think that ends up doing better for your SEO.
It probably messes up the algorithm too, right? Like, because algorithm doesn't know what the damn emoji is.
Yeah, well, I think it's like anything, right? When something's not compatible, it just shows up as like a square. Mm-hmm. So it's not like it's not tracking the key emoji. It's tracking the words that are in the description. So it's like for your SEO, you want to have like put the words in there instead of your emojis. That's going to be better.
Then the emoji last. You don't want to, for the SEO, always last, man. Just don't put, don't mess you up over there on eBay. Sure.
Exactly. Yep. And that one is $37, right? Considerably less than the one up above it. And it was a newsstand. So that just goes to show you right there. Unless it was a really crappy looking copy.
Bro, I'm looking for emojis now, bro.
Yeah, right. Yeah. See, that's the hot tip from Hood and Space is like when you're looking at eBay, look for those emoji ones. Maybe you'll get the best deals. Then on Christmas, a copy of this sold for $69.99, and then one on Christmas Eve sold for $59.99. So the raw prices are all over the place, but you could definitely get a copy of this book for $50 or even under if you really just take your time, if you're really looking for this book. But I mean, if you're going to spend $50 on this book, save another 50 or $60, and you probably get yourself a pretty good, a decently high grade slab on it for this, almost close to the same price, you know. All right, everybody. Next book up on the list is Spawn #9, the first appearance of Angela. And although this is, if you've never seen this book before, or heard about this book before, or read about this book before at all, there's a lot of controversy surrounding it, especially for, you know, it's kind of cleared up now, but there was a lot of controversy surrounding it. As you notice, it's published by Image, but Image doesn't have this character anymore. This is a Marvel character now. This is Thor's sister, Angela, and she's pretty badass. Like she's a cool character, and she doesn't take any like crap from anyone. So I like her as a character, but Image, she's not in Image comic books anymore unless it's a crossover or, you know, a special event or something that they decide to do. But this is her first appearance in Spawn #9, created by the Todd Father, right? Created by the Todd Father and then written by Neil Gaiman, and that's part of the controversy. I'll let you guys, you know, Google that and kind of read up on it because it's pretty interesting actually.
Neil Gaiman's an interesting guy, bro. You know?
Neil Gaiman's a very interesting guy. I love Neil Gaiman's work.
Me too.
And he does some really cool stuff. If you haven't read Sandman, that's like probably his most well-known work.
Go watch it on Netflix, man. That show blew my mind, bro.
It's a really good introduction into the Sandman universe. Sandman is a very difficult to read and start trying to understand, but if you watch the show first, you'll get a better understanding of it. Then you can kind of try and go and read it. Too bad Angela's not in anything to do with the Sandman stuff, but she is in Marvel comics too. So that's another avenue to check out her. If you pick up this book and like her as a character, you can kind of look at a lot of the other stuff. She has stuff with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and she's kind of all over the place in the Marvel universe. She's done a bunch of stuff, but she's pretty awesome. But this is her first appearance in this book, as I've said a few times now. And this is also the first appearance of Cagliostro. I think that's how you say the name of that character. So it's kind of a dual key in that respect. You know, this was at 61. It fell 20 spots to number 81. So it's getting close to the bottom of the list. But you know, anything kind of McFarlane is probably a pretty good bet. Even if you don't really like the book, it's probably worth your time to check it out, because the early Spawn stories are pretty cool, and this one is no exception. But let's kind of see what CGC and GoCollect's saying about this book now. All right, and as it says right there, it kind of sums up all the long-winded stuff I was on and on about. Neil Gaiman scripts, first appearance of Angela, first appearance of Cagliostro, Medieval Spawn, and Gabrielle. So it's a quad key. There's a lot of stuff going on with this. March 10th, 1993 is when this was published.
Man, what an underrated book, though, huh? Like, look at the prices on it, man.
I feel like this book is on the list for this week is the most underrated book by far, because there was a lot of hype around this character, even for the last year. This book was a little bit on a roller coaster too. It went up, it went down. 9/8 went up for a little while. They came back down, and now they're kind of sitting right at the same spot they were around a year ago. You can kind of see it right there. There's over 6,000 of these graded Universal, and there's 1,200 of them signature series. And so, you know, I can probably guess that the vast majority of these, it says 1245 signature. There's probably 1,240 that are all signed by the Todd Father.
Yeah,
because this is one that he signs quite often. He's said that before. 9/8. There's 3,000 on the census.
Oh.
That's a pretty astronomical number.
Hefty.
Yeah, for such a recent book, right? Such a modern book. But you know, if you look at the sales on that, just about half of them are selling. So this book is constantly moving, and that reflects that in the numbers. The FMV is only $95 for a 9/8. So great entry point. For me, that is what you would buy this book in if you wanted a slab copy of it. There's no point in getting a 9/6, a 9/4, 9/2 in this book, just save a little bit more money and get that grade that's desirable if you're really waiting on Angela's first appearance. But the numbers, let's run through the numbers real quick. Anyways, on them, a 9.8, 1 year is 95, 90 days 84, 30 days 97. A 9.6, there's 1,900 on the census. FMV is $50. Right below that, 1 year is 42. 90 day for that is 40, and 30 days 44. So you could actually get a 9.6 probably around the $40 range, maybe even $35 range, which is essentially what it costs to grade a book now, anyways, after everything's involved. 9.4, there's 847 of them on the census, and $42 is your FMV. 1 year is right below that with your $38, 90 days 37, and your 30 days $39. So it's all hovering right around that $40 mark. But for me, don't waste your time.
Yeah,
get a 9.8. You know, it's a relatively low interest point for this book, partially because there's so many of them graded. You know, that's the big reason. And it's a cool book. It's an awesome cover. You know, it's one of the first times you see Spawn kind of getting his butt handed to him, which is kind of cool, because you know that didn't happen very often, especially in early Spawn like this. But yeah, if you're into this character, I'd say just save your money for the 9.8. Okay, over on the Electronic Bay, on the 26th, you got a 9.4 sold for $36 with close to $20 shipping. So that's pretty much right up against the wall, maybe a little bit over on what a 9.4 would be going for anyways. A 9.2 on the same day sold for $42, which is kind of weird. You know, it's a 9.2 went for more money than a 9.4. It just goes to show you people get that FOMO, and they think it's a great deal, and they can't wait. Right below that, on Christmas Eve, somebody got a 9.8 for $74. So
$94. That's about FMV. You know,
that's what the FMV. That's what GoCollect's saying. The FMV is approximately at right there. So that's, you know, $20 shipping, $94. Like Hood said, that's it. You're right there. And then one more on the 21st, a 9.8 went for $80 with, you know, $12 shipping. So you're same thing. You're right there, $92. On the raw side of things, it's a much different story. You can get a copy of this book for usually under $15, and you can see right there on the screen it says on the 26th, one sold for $10.50 with free shipping. Another one sold for $4 with $6 shipping, so $10 is essentially the same thing. And then another one went for $9 with free shipping. And then the you know, we like to throw those bundle deals up there. On Christmas Day, somebody bought 18 copies of this in a lot off of eBay on 21 bids. On 21 bids, $330 with $15 shipping. But you got 18.
Bundle up, baby.
Yeah, dude. They bundle up. They must have been feeling cold,
right?
And so, but you know, that's decent. Hopefully, you get some 9.8s out of that, and you can make a little bit of money on that and keep a couple raw copies for yourself, or maybe you just really love the character and you want 18 copies of the first appearance of Angela.
Maybe you just want to wrap yourself around them and like
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, use them as a blanket, you know, like it's like who knows. That's a you know, that's a pretty good number of these books. Maybe you're just really doing what the first person did, and you're really specking on Angela to show up.
Maybe your favorite exotic dancer likes you to like flick them like, you know, like dollar bills.
Yeah, they don't want those singles. They want Spawn number 9s.
No, right? They're big Todd McFarlane fans, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, friends, for the last book for tonight's show, the last show for 2024 of the Code Comics, we are doing my favorite book. It didn't fall; it's just new to the list, and it's number 99. So I thought, hey, that's a Code comic, right? If it's that number 99, right?
If it's that low, yeah, it's a little cold, low. Baby. Yeah,
it's one of my favorite books, man. This is Tomb of Dracula number 10. We also call it Todd 10, right?
Yep, you know, Todd 10.
TOD.
Yep.
TOD, Todd number 10.
Yep.
I love the Dracula series, and I'm trying to complete it. So if you got extras, you know who to call, man. This was written by the great Marv Wolfman. I met him a few times. Asked him a couple things about the great vampire hunter called named Eric Brooks, who is the one and only Daywalker.
The Daywalker, Blade, baby. Yep.
Blade, the vampire hunter, man. The art was by Gil Kane. So one of the great covers of of comics, I would say.
All time, dude. All time. Absolutely.
You gotta love this cover, man. This cover is just awesome. It's just everything you want in a comic. It's action, and you have a pretty lady, and you have a villain, and you have a hero, and you have this you have the moon. It's awesome. It's just
dude.
It's horror, and it's dramatic and everything else. It's just a great cover, man. I love it, man. So one of my favorite books. I also have a copy of this. You got a copy, right? Two Space.
I do. Yeah, I got it's on the wall behind me. Let me look. I forgot what grade it was actually. Oh, it's a 7.5. I have a 7.5 in this book.
I got a 6.5. I got a 6.5, man.
Oh, nice.
But the prices are ripe. The prices are ripe for Blade right now.
Definitely.
I think right now is the time to buy this book. It really is, and you'll see why. One of the reasons why it got hot is because there was a trailer of a video game by Arcane. It didn't say when it's going to be released, but it's in the works, and they're going to let us know soon. And I got to thank Comic Book Crackhead. That's my boy Ja. He sent it to me, man. I kind of went nuts, right? Isn't awesome? It's awesome.
It is. Dude. I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
It's such a sick trailer, and I'm excited. I don't even think I have the system to play it. So, and I don't care because I can just watch the gameplay on YouTube.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's nowadays it's just as fun, man. My wife's been playing a video game that we played a couple years ago, and I'm having so much fun just watching the game, just like you said.
Yeah, I don't need to play it anymore. I just watch it. I just have fun watching people play video games. And I guess that's why they're all rich, because guys like me in Space were just too lazy to play, and we watch them and they get all the they all have a million followers.
Yeah,
it's crazy. They have 1 million followers, and we're just, and you're locked in and you watch the whole damn thing. You're sitting there watching for 5 hours. You just let it run. That's the ultimate, right?
I know. Yeah, dude. That's
you got to start a YouTube channel that, bro.
Dude, that's what we got to do. I mean, think about it. They're getting paid for it while they're having fun, just playing the video game.
And you're not even and you're watching it and you're stuck. You just oh, this is cool. I don't have to buy it. I can just watch it, and man.
Yep.
Okay, watch out for the Hood Rat video game page.
Yeah, coming up. Hood and Space's video game extravaganza.
But let's go check out and see what this great, awesome, classic book is doing over there on GoCollect and CGC. All right, friends. So let's check out what the first appearance of Eric Brooks is doing over here on CGC through GoCollect. The Universals, there's 4,497 on the census. There's 312 signed, 40 with the label of death, and then qualifieds are 15, conserves are 3s. 9.9, there's only one on the census, and it's sold for $4,370 back in 2005. So I would 5 times that, or maybe 6 times that thing, So
easily. Yeah.
I don't even think. I mean, look at the FMV on the 9.8, so it has to be at least triple that FMV.
Yeah, dude. I think that book is close to $100,000 probably.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah. I triple that.
Yep.
The FMV there, right? Yeah, for the 9.98. Yeah, so nice buy and nice investment, man.
Oh yeah,
you can get $100,000 off your $4,000, man, that you bought it.
Yeah, dude, you went from a used Honda Civic to a fully decked out Tesla,
or a house in I don't know, Wyoming or I don't know.
Yeah,
what's that cheap house nowadays? I have no idea. They're not cheap anymore. So sorry, guys.
None of them are.
You ain't gonna buy one for $100,000. Yeah, so it's a decked out Tesla.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, you can live in a Tesla too, I guess.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
9.8 is only 54 on the census, man. So it's a rare book. It's a rare 9.8. That's what we're selling rare. It's like under under 100, and we saw when I was under 50. You know, with that the Gwen Stacy book.
Mm-hmm.
FMV on this is 29 grand. 1 year ago, the 1 year average is 30,000. $30,787. The 90-day moving average is $28,800. So it's staying steady.
Yep.
So you know, it's always books always to stay steady because there's so many damn Blade fans, like, you know, from our generation. So
Yep.
The Wesley Snipes Blade, man. Wesley Snipes is, you know, killed it as Blade. You know, so.
Absolutely.
9.6s. Census is 136 on this. 86 sales. 10,000 bucks for a 9.6. You see the 90-day moving average is 10,500. So it's staying steady. 9.4, there's 228 of these, and $4,500 for is FMV, and 90-day average is still saying the same. And so what do you got, bro? What's your book?
Mine's a 7.5. So FMV is looking about right under $1,500 on that.
Is that how much you bought it? How much you bought yours for?
I think that's probably around what we bought it for.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because I'm looking at my. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was going to say my wife's a giant vampire fan, just vampire Dracula, like in general. So this was on her list of books to collect. So she was amped on this book, and I think that's probably right around what we paid for it.
Oh, but look at the 30-day moving average, man. Damn, we should have waited.
I know, right? Well, it's like everything. Yeah, we ups and downs, you know. But yeah, buy low, sell high, right? That's what you want to do. So
yeah, my 6.5 is 1,200, and that's what I bought it at.
There you go.
But look at this. The 30-day moving average is 961. We should have waited. You know,
I know, right? But look at the difference.
Less. Maybe it's time to like. What?
Try to. I was going to say, look at the difference between the grade I have it in, the grade you have it in. It's $4 for a 30-day moving average.
I know, right?
That's nuts, dude.
I know, man. You know, like maybe we can, you know, trade up, you know, or you know, sell up or buy up, possibly, or whatever you want to call it.
You know what we got to do is we got to wait for the that first trailer for the movie, a teaser trailer to come out for the new movie that they're going to be filming, and then we can sell it and then trade up, right? Maybe I don't know,
man. When's that movie ever? I mean, that movie was set to film in New Orleans, and you know, I talked to who lives down over there in New Orleans, and they were already set. They already had like booked all the hotels and everything, and then they stopped it. Like,
I know, right?
So we don't know. I mean, I'm not even trying to like, that book's gonna be like 20, made in 2030. I don't know, bro. Like that's
I mean, at this point, that's kind of how it seems, right? It's not on the docket for next year at all. I don't think it's coming out till 2025, probably midpoint 2025. They got to film it all first. So
man. Yeah, I gotta trade up, man. It looks like the prices look really good. It really looks awesome.
Yeah,
look at the 8.0. Look at the price on look at the 30-day moving average on the 8.0.
Yeah, dude.
The FMB is 1550, but the 30-day moving average is 1140.
1140. I bet it's under 950. You get one for like 950, dude. Maybe even 900 if you just offered somebody.
Right now is the time to buy these Blade books. It just is. Before the video game comes out before the movie, because I really think this is. I mean, everybody loves the Blade movie, Blade in general.
Yeah,
I feel like when this movie comes out, even if it sucks, people are gonna watch it. Like me, I don't care. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm gonna see it. I'll probably see it twice in the theater.
Probably see it 3 times. It'd probably be the crappiest like movie ever, and I'd be like, that's the best movie ever.
Yeah, I love it. It's got Blade in it.
Who cares?
Exactly, dude.
You haters, you keyboard warriors. Like don't pick on Blade, bro.
Yeah, dude. He'll come for you.
I know. All right, friends. So a lot of these books sold on Christmas. Looks like a lot of the Bronze Age books were going, on Christmas.
Yeah.
And then one sold on Christmas Eve. So let's start off with Christmas on December 25th. We have a 4.0 that sold for $425. A 3.5 on Christmas sold for $492. And then on Christmas Eve, an 8.5 sold for $1,600. Wow. Yeah. Dude, that's not bad at all.
No,
I guess
not bad for that high of a grade. No.
None of these went on deals. No one's trying to give out any deals either. I mean, all 3 of these are on bids. There's 3 on bids and one that just sold, straight up. And then on December 24th, the bottom one on the slab section went for $606 on 62 bids. So that's actually a raw. So
Oh yeah.
It looked like one. Sorry guys, I saw all 4 in a row and I was like, bam, I cut it out. So
it does. Yeah, it does kind of look like one though. It has that the border on the side, so I can see why you thought that.
Yeah, so we have 5 raws on here, including the bottom one. Sold on December 24th. December 23rd, one went for a deal. I would say $350. And that looks like a really bad low grade. That's the top one over there on December 23rd on the raw side. On December 22nd, look at that, $1,400, almost $1,150.
Wow, dude.
For a glossy, very bright.
Yeah. It better be looking real good.
Yeah, that better be like a 9.0 or something, So
yeah, for sure.
Then on December 10th, let me see here. One went for $375. It's not bad. No. Then December 10th, an unread first appearance, unread. Yeah, there's no way.
I don't know about that.
There's no way.
That's a little suspect.
Yeah, 50-year-old book, man. That book's read. That book I read a couple of times.
It got opened, yeah, for sure.
I went for $966 on six with $6 shipping. On 35 bids. So still, I mean, there's a lot of good deals for these Blade books right now. So
yeah, dude, time to get it.
Yeah, we showed you that the FF52, the first appearance of the Black Panther, that how much great deals that one was going for, and now we see another one, another classic. So if you want these classics of, especially Blade, man, dang,
yeah,
really good price, really good price.
Get out there and find them, man. They're out there. Get even just on eBay, man. It's like start hunting it. If this is on your list, it's the time.
It's the time. All right, friends. Thank you for joining us here on the Comic Show. Make sure you like and subscribe to my boy right here, Space Ferret's YouTube channel. If you let it go to the end, you're gonna see his logo, and just click on it, and you can subscribe from there. Super easy. Make sure you go check out the guys at Comic Capsule that gave what's his name? Go look back.
Yeah. Go look back. Rewind to the beginning and watch the whole video over again, and then you can see who won the Comic Capsule.
Who won this Comic Capsule from the guys at Comic Capsule. Go check them out at comiccapsule.com. Make sure you check out GoCollect as well. The link is in there. But most important of all, make sure you like and subscribe and comment. Help this show out right here.
Yeah, down below.
Yeah, down below. It's super easy. It helps us, it helps our show out immensely. And we want to say we appreciate you guys here in 2023. Absolutely. I know we're only 15 shows in. That means 15 weeks. So it's about 3 months in, 4 months in. We really appreciate, you guys always checking in with us once a week and hanging out with us. We really do appreciate it. We wish you guys all a happy new year, right, Space?
Absolutely. I hope you guys have a great new year. I hope you get to spend some time with your friends and family on New Year, just like you did, hopefully, on the last couple holidays. And wish you all the best in the new year.
Yeah, and be safe and make sure to take Uber, and too. It's not hard. $30, back and forth to wherever you need to go is better than being unsafe and
exactly
making it to December 1st, right?
Yeah.
I mean, January 1st.
January 1st, yeah.
January 1st.
We knew what you meant.
Well, bro, I think all of us should have at least one thing we want from the New Year's, right? And what would that be, bro?
Man, the only thing I want everyone to do, and we're already there, is we've already shown it multiple times. We just want everyone to stay cool, baby.
Stay cool, man.
Stay cool.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year.